The name Protoplex came about because we want to do prototyping of large and small systems before, of course, companies go into large scale production. The whole vision for the facility was based on three major components. One was to create an advanced manufacturing laboratory for our faculty and students. Second was to become a destination of choice for industry. And the third, and perhaps the most important in my mind, was to be the R&D center for small manufacturing companies, where they in fact need research and development to develop their next line of products, but yet don't have the bandwidth to have their own R&D. The large companies are attracted to us. In fact, many large companies, Boeing, Caterpillar, Solvus Global, just to name a few, have hired engineers to be located here in this facility, but to work for them.
Every machine was selected by our industry partners, not internal faculty, because we wanted to make sure that it was highly relevant to the needs of the surrounding companies in the region. And we also wanted to make sure that we were able to educate our future students on the same machines that they would work with when they went to work for the companies.
We need the industry's help to know where the technology is headed. From the industry's perspective, this is a huge added value to them because they learn fundamental research. They don't have to engage their own engineering departments to come up with answers to some of the solutions.
My last semester of my senior year, getting my degree, I got hired on as an intern at Solvus. And then after I graduated, just in a few months, we moved into the Protoplex. So the advantage for Solvus working here at the Missouri Protoplex with S&T is we have access to the cutting edge and unique machines here that we don't have to pay for directly, but we can pay use fees. That's a way of being able to perform research without big upfront cost.
We created a very selective internship program. The internships are as long as 3.5 years, and the students work here in between their classes, and they have the option to work here full-time in the summer.
When our students come and work on these pieces of equipment that you see right here behind me, they are then ready to go to industry and work on exact same pieces of equipment or similar. And therefore, the terminology that's been used around here for a long time is a street-ready engineers. When they come to Rolla, they get ready for industry. And of course, industry has, for decades, has been flocking to Rolla to recruit our engineers because of the fact that their experiential learning is a huge part of our education here.
We also teamed with the community college system in the state to revise and revamp their programs so that those in the trades as well as production workers had an opportunity to reclaim skills that we'd lost many years ago.
There's a lot of opportunities not only for the experimental side, but also there's meeting rooms, there's classrooms. So I feel like the Protoplex is a really good facility to expand outreach to grade schoolers, high schoolers, more in the Missouri area and maybe out of state and beyond. So it's a good way to draw in more kids to STEM.
So we have our Manufacturing Academy, that's an 8th grade middle school programming, and that's where we're teaching students about manufacturing, and we're doing that in partnership with America Makes. We also work quite a bit with the Missouri After School Network. It's a constant pathway for middle school students to learn about manufacturing in Missouri. We do a lot of curriculum writing with our teachers in the state. And it's unique because it allows teachers from all across the state, not just teachers in like one school district, to come in, work together, work collaboratively.
A lot of the work is for the Army. For example, we are developing hypersonic materials for a major defense contractor. We are also developing next generation armored steel for tanks and wheeled vehicles for the Army that will be corrosion resistant. We just won a project to develop new missile casings for the Army using alternative technologies. And we're looking at alternative technologies for cast components that will go on the Apache helicopter.
This is really an establishment of a network of connections with various capabilities, and that those capabilities will become available to partner industry and organizations that are a part of what we call MME, which is Manufacture Missouri Ecosystem.
This state used to be 10th in the nation, the number of foundries, for example. That was lost over the last 25 years. We're working to bring that back.
That industry engagement is more important than ever now that there is manufacturing becoming an onboarding, becoming a major pillar of American economy. You haven't seen anything yet, frankly, when it comes to this facility. If you come back in a year or two, you will see many, many more companies engaged with us, and I think our efforts are going to pay significant dividend.